Chapter 1: The Starting Line. Since the dawn of time, sports have held an important place in human societies. Long before the invention of the written word or the discovery of metal, our ancient ancestors were engaged in athletic competitions. They would challenge each other to see who could run the fastest, leap the highest, or throw a stone the furthest. Our story begins in a place where sports have their roots, where the heart of the competition beats strongly. A place where, despite the many changes and advancements of our world, the spirit of the game remains alive and well. Meet Aisha, a young girl from Nairobi, Kenya. She has a dream to become a world-class runner, like her idol, the famous Kenyan long-distance runner, Tagla Larup. Aisha runs every day, feeling the earth beneath her bare feet and the wind against her face. Running isn't just a hobby for Aisha. It's her life, her future, her escape. Across the world in snowy Canada, there's Liam. He's grown up with a hockey stick in his hand, aiming to emulate his hero, Wayne Gretzky. The ice rink is his second home. The sound of skates scraping against the ice, the thrill of a well-aimed shot, the camaraderie of his team, it's all he's ever known and ever wanted to know. Then there's Isabel in Brazil, a country renowned for its vibrant culture and love for football. Isabel, however, has chosen a different path. She aspires to become a professional volleyball player. With the beach as her playground and the locals as her cheerleaders, Isabel works tirelessly, believing in her heart that she will make it to the top one day. And finally we have Raj, a boy from a rural town in India. He dreams of cricketing glory, hoping to bat for his nation someday. Despite the limited resources and lack of formal training facilities, Raj practices day in and day out, his passion driving him forward. These four characters, from four corners of the world, share a common dream. A dream of victory, of standing on a podium, hearing the roar of the crowd, and feeling the weight of a medal around their necks. But these dreams aren't just about winning. They're about representing their countries, their communities, their families. They're about achieving something bigger than themselves. From its earliest origins to the modern day, sports have always been more than a game. It's a way of life, a platform to dream and achieve, and a powerful means of bringing people together. As we follow the journeys of Aisha, Liam, Isabel, and Raj, we are reminded of this powerful truth, that sports, in its most authentic form, is a reflection of the human spirit's tenacity, courage, and resilience. This is their starting line. Their journeys have just begun, and we are all invited to witness these promising athletes as they chase their dreams, no matter how distant they may seem. So, let's begin. Welcome to the exciting world of human sport. Welcome to their stories. Chapter 2: Training Days. The sun was just starting to peek over the horizon as Aisha laced up her running shoes in Nairobi. Her day began when most of the world was still asleep. She would run for miles, her breath mingling with the cool morning air, her legs pushing through the fatigue. Despite the grueling routine, there was a glint of determination in Aisha's eyes. She was chasing a dream, one stride at a time. Meanwhile, in Canada, the icy winds didn't deter Liam from stepping onto the hockey rink. He would practice his shots, over and over again, until his hands were raw and his body exhausted. But no amount of exhaustion could quench his love for the game. Each glide, each fall, each triumphant goal was a stepping stone on his journey to greatness. In sunny Brazil, Isabel was diving across the sands, practicing her serves and spikes. She dedicated every free moment to improving her game, pushing her limits. There were days when her muscles ached, and her body screamed for rest, but her mind was resolute. The prospect of wearing her nation's colors on the volleyball court fueled her resolve. And then, in the dusty lanes of India, Raj spent hours polishing his cricketing skills. His bat, his most treasured possession, was his constant companion. Whether he was facing the scorching afternoon heat or the challenges of inadequate training facilities, Raj held onto his bat and his dream with unwavering commitment. The road to sporting glory is often paved with sweat, determination, and countless hours of practice. It requires discipline that extends beyond the training field. Our athletes understood this. Their diets were carefully monitored, their sleep schedules strictly followed. Every aspect of their lives revolved around their sport. Their dedication was a testament to their love for the game and their ambitions to rise to the pinnacle of their chosen sport. It's not just physical toughness that's important in these training days, but mental strength too. There were moments of self-doubt, of course. Moments when the path seemed too long, the goal too far. But the mental toughness of our athletes never allowed them to give up. They learned to cope with losses, to improve from their mistakes, and to carry on with an indomitable spirit. Ayesha, Liam, Isabel, and Raj were no longer just young sports enthusiasts. They were becoming athletes, fighters, dreamers. Each drop of sweat, every strained muscle, and every early morning training session was shaping them, molding them into the athletes they aspired to be. These training days were just the beginning, the foundation upon which their future victories would be built. The discipline, commitment, and hard work invested were preparing them for the battles ahead. Little did they know, their journeys were about to get even more challenging and even more exciting. Thus, our heroes continue their journey, proving day after day that champions are not born, but made. Made from perseverance, made from resilience, and made from countless training days. And so, the sun sets, only to rise again for another day of training and another step closer to their dreams. Chapter 3. Trials and Triumphs. No journey worth taking is ever without its share of obstacles and hardships. Each of our aspiring athletes has faced challenges on their path to sporting greatness. In Nairobi, Ayesha's greatest challenge was not the miles she ran each day, but the lack of proper training facilities and the limited resources. But where most saw a problem, Ayesha saw an opportunity. She began using the rugged terrain as an advantage, training on hills and rough trails to increase her strength and endurance. Ayesha showed that a true athlete is not made by high-tech equipment, but by an unwavering spirit. Back in Canada, Liam had his fair share of struggles. Despite being a formidable player, he was often overlooked due to his humble background. However, Liam didn't let this deter him. He took each snub, each unfair treatment as fuel, using it to ignite an even greater passion for the game. His determination paid off when he scored the winning goal in a major local game, finally earning him the recognition he deserved. Isabel faced her share of trials in Brazil. Being a female athlete in a country where football was king, she often felt overshadowed. However, Isabel was no stranger to adversity. She converted these feelings of being overlooked into a powerful motivator. She worked twice as hard to show everyone that she was just as dedicated, just as passionate, and just as deserving of the spotlight. For Raj in India, his biggest hurdle was balancing his academics with his passion for cricket. His parents, like many others, feared that his focus on cricket would jeopardize his education. Determined not to give up his dream, Raj began to manage his time efficiently, juggling both his studies and cricket. His dedication and good grades gradually convinced his parents, who became his strongest supporters. But the trials our athletes faced were not without their fair share of triumphs. Each challenge they overcame made them stronger, both physically and mentally. Aisha's ingenious use of her surroundings made her one of the most resilient runners in her district. Her triumph came when she placed first in a regional competition, running barefoot and unfazed by her competitors' fancy equipment. Liam's winning goal was a turning point in his journey. His team's triumph became his triumph, solidifying his position as a key player and putting him on the radar of major hockey leagues. Isabel's unwavering determination led her team to victory in a national beach volleyball championship. Her triumphant moment was a testament to her skill, hard work, and passion, proving that she was a force to be reckoned with. Raj's careful balance between his studies and cricket earned him not just the support of his parents, but also the admiration of his community. His triumph was marked when he was selected for the state cricket team, a significant step towards his dream. In the world of sports, trials and triumphs go hand in hand. Our young athletes have learned that it's not the hardships that define you, but how you respond to them. Each trial faced and each triumph achieved is a badge of honor, a testament to their strength and determination. As we follow their journey, we learn that true victory lies not in never falling, but in rising every time you fall. Chapter 4. The Spirit of Teamwork. In the world of sports, individual talent is important, but when it comes to team sports, there's another ingredient that's just as crucial: teamwork. Our young athletes learned this invaluable lesson on their journey. On a cold winter's evening in Canada, Liam's hockey team gathered for an important game. Liam, although a skilled player, learned that skill alone wasn't enough. He realized that without coordination and support from his team, his individual efforts would fall short. His team, named the Ice Warriors, had players with different strengths. Some were fast skaters, others had accurate shots, and a few had a keen strategic mind. It was the combination of these talents, brought together through effective communication and mutual support, that led the Ice Warriors to numerous victories. In Brazil, Isabel faced a similar realization. Volleyball is a game of constant movement and communication. One cannot win with power alone. Strategic placement and teamwork are just as crucial. She understood that trust was a key element in her team. Each serve, each spike, each block required a level of coordination and understanding that only comes with trust and mutual respect among team members. Their mantra became one team, one dream, emphasizing the importance of their collective effort over individual glory. Meanwhile, in India, Raj learned that cricket was not just about batting or bowling. It was also about being there for your teammates. A good catch by a fielder could turn the game around, just as much as a good over by a bowler or a series of runs by a batsman. Every team member had a significant role, and victory was achieved when these roles were performed in harmony. Raj's cricket team was like a well-oiled machine, each part crucial, and when working together, unstoppable. Even Aisha, a long-distance runner, experienced the power of teamwork. While running is an individual sport, the support from her community played a vital role in her journey. They were her team off the field, providing encouragement, sharing her victories, and helping her through defeats. Through their experiences, our athletes understood that the spirit of teamwork goes beyond the sports field. It's about acknowledging the strength in diversity, about understanding that success is sweeter when achieved together. It's about knowing when to lead and when to follow. The camaraderie developed within their teams not only improved their game, but also built friendships and memories that would last a lifetime. In sports, as in life, we are often part of a team, whether it's our family, friends, or colleagues. The lessons our athletes learned from their respective teams are valuable life skills, proving that together we can achieve much more than we could alone. The spirit of teamwork, after all, is the spirit of unity, cooperation, and mutual respect. And these are the qualities that make not just good athletes, but also good human beings. Chapter 5: The Lone Warriors. While the power of a team is formidable, there's an undeniable allure to individual sports, where athletes stand alone, relying on their strength, courage, and determination. Here, the victories are sweeter, and the defeats more poignant. In the heart of Nairobi, Aisha was the epitome of a lone warrior. Every morning, as the sun painted the sky in hues of gold and orange, she would set out for her run, her heart filled with dreams and determination. Running is a battle against oneself, a battle of will, endurance, and grit. Aisha faced this battle every day, pushing her limits, running faster, running further. For Aisha, every step was a fight against fatigue, every breath a testament to her perseverance. She was her own competition, her own team. Back in Canada, while Liam played a team sport, he knew the feeling of being a lone warrior all too well. In those moments when he was the goalie, defending his team's honor against a penalty shot, it was just him, his reflexes, and his determination that stood between the puck and the goal. Those few seconds, when all eyes were on him, were a mixture of fear and thrill. But Liam had learned to convert his fear into focus, his anxiety into anticipation. In Brazil, even though volleyball was a team sport, Isabelle often felt the weight of the game on her shoulders. As the team's lead spiker, she was their best bet to score points. The pressure was immense, but so was Isabelle's resolve. She turned the pressure into motivation, pushing herself to perform her best when it mattered the most. Raj, the young cricket enthusiast in India, also knew what it felt like to be a lone warrior. When he was on the pitch, bat in hand, it was just him against the bowler. Each ball was a challenge, each swing of his bat a risk. The adrenaline rush he experienced in those moments was what made cricket more than just a game for Raj. In individual sports, or in those moments of individual performance in team sports, athletes experience a unique set of challenges. The pressure is intense, the stakes high. But our young athletes showed that it's in these moments that true champions are born. Aisha's resilience, Liam's composure, Isabelle's determination, and Raj's risk-taking ability are not just traits that make them great athletes, but also qualities that make them strong individuals. They prove that one doesn't always need a team to fight. Sometimes, the most potent force is the warrior within. The life of a lone warrior is a testament to the human spirit's ability to fight, endure, and rise time and time again. As we delve deeper into their journeys, we see that being a lone warrior is not just about winning or losing. It's about the courage to stand alone, the strength to persevere, and the will to keep moving forward, no matter the odds. Chapter 6: Breaking the Barriers. The world of sports has seen numerous barrier-breaking moments, from shattering records to overcoming limitations. Our athletes, too, in their respective journeys, have encountered barriers and risen to the challenge to break them. In Nairobi, Aisha was constantly breaking barriers, not just for herself, but for her entire community. She shattered the belief that being from a disadvantaged background could stop her from pursuing her dreams. Her incredible stamina and speed won her the regional long-distance running competition, setting a new record. But Aisha's most significant barrier-breaking moment was when she got selected to represent Kenya in an international athletics meet. She proved that dreams know no boundaries, and with dedication and hard work, even the sky isn't the limit. Back in Canada, Lyon was pushing his limits on the icy rink. His swift moves and accurate shots were starting to garner attention. But his most barrier-breaking moment came during the National Hockey Championship. During the final penalty shootout, he saved a nearly impossible goal. His astounding save broke the record for the most saves in a single game, but more importantly, it broke the stereotype that players from small towns couldn't reach big leagues. Meanwhile, in Brazil, Isabel was making waves in the world of volleyball. As a female athlete in a country where football was the dominant sport, Isabel faced many challenges. However, she broke through these barriers one by one. She led her team to a national championship, earning the MVP title. Her most barrier-breaking moment was when she became the first woman from her region to be selected for the national beach volleyball team. She changed the narrative, proving that passion and talent could transcend gender biases in sports. In India, Raj was breaking barriers on and off the cricket field. He disproved the notion that sports and academics could not go hand in hand. Not only was he excelling in cricket, but he was also a top student in his school. His most significant barrier-breaking moment was when he scored a century in a crucial match, leading his state team to victory. This feat earned him a place in the national under-19 cricket team, making him a role model for many aspiring young cricketers. Breaking barriers is not just about setting records. It's about changing perspectives, challenging norms, and inspiring others. Our athletes, with their determination and courage, broke through various barriers, each one a milestone in their journey. They not only pushed their own boundaries, but also paved the way for others to dream bigger and aim higher. They have shown that sports is not just a test of physical prowess, but also a platform to drive change. Their stories are a testament to the transformative power of sports. As we continue to follow their journey, we realize that barriers are not roadblocks, but opportunities for growth and transformation, stepping stones on the path to greatness. Chapter 7. The Role of Fans. In the exhilarating world of sports, athletes are the stars of the show. But as our young athletes have come to realize, there's another set of stars who play a critical role, the fans. In Kenya, the sight of Aisha running through the dusty trails of Nairobi had become a common one. However, it was not her presence alone that became a fixture, but also the group of children, elders, and fellow athletes who would cheer her on. They were Aisha's fans, her support system. Their cheers gave her the energy to push harder, their applause was her reward, and their criticism, though rare, kept her grounded. They celebrated her victories and shared her defeats. They were her motivation and her reality check. In Canada, hockey was more than a sport. It was a way of life. When Lyon was on the ice, he wasn't alone. The roar of the crowd, the sound of his name being chanted, the sighs of anticipation, these were the signs of his fans, the people who believed in him. Their support was his strength. Their cheers echoed his dreams. They were the invisible force propelling him forward. In Brazil, Isabel's journey was intertwined with her fans' journey. They were there at every match, watching, cheering, sometimes offering words of advice. When she spiked the ball and scored a point, the cheers that erupted made her feel invincible. But when she missed, the sighs that filled the air reminded her that she was human, prone to mistakes. Her fans were a mirror reflecting her performance, her progress, and at times, her shortcomings. In India, cricket was a religion, and its fans, devout followers. For Raj, these fans were his world. They would cheer every run he made, sigh at every miss, and celebrate his victories as their own. They praised him when he played well, and criticized when he didn't. They made him a hero, and at times a villain. But regardless of their reactions, their presence was a constant, their passion a source of motivation. The role of fans in sports is undeniable. They provide a sense of belonging, a validation of efforts, and at times, a critical review of performance. Our athletes have experienced the power of fans in their journey. They have learned that fans are not just spectators, but also a part of their journey. Fans can elevate a game from a simple sport to an emotional experience. They add color and emotion. They celebrate the victories and mourn the defeats. As we delve further into the world of sports, we see that fans are not just the audience. They are an integral part of the narrative, shaping the experiences and journeys of athletes in countless ways. Their cheers, their support, and their criticism play a critical role in the making of a sports star. Chapter 8: Sports and Society. Sports are not just about the players and the games. They have a profound and far-reaching impact on society. As our athletes have experienced, sports can unite communities, inspire individuals, and even catalyze social change. In Kenya, Aisha's success in athletics had a ripple effect on her community. Her achievements not only made her a local hero, but also sparked a passion for sports among the youth. Aisha's story became a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration for many. She showed that regardless of your background, with determination and hard work, you can make your dreams come true. Through her journey, athletics became a source of pride for her community and an avenue for social mobility. In Canada, Liam's love for hockey brought his town together. Every game was a community event where people of all ages would gather to cheer their team. But beyond entertainment, hockey also became a means of fostering a sense of community spirit and unity. It strengthened bonds among community members and fostered a sense of identity and belonging. In Brazil, volleyball was more than a game for Isabel and her community. It was a platform for challenging gender stereotypes and promoting equality. Isabel's success on the volleyball court broke down barriers and made a powerful statement. Women can excel in sports, and they deserve equal opportunities to do so. Her journey was not just about winning matches. It was about winning respect and recognition for female athletes. In India, Raj's cricketing journey was a reflection of the nation's love for the sport. Cricket matches were not just games. They were events that brought the entire country together. However, the impact of cricket was not limited to entertainment. Through Raj's story, cricket became a source of aspiration for many. It showed that sports could provide a path to success, respect, and national pride. As these stories illustrate, sports are deeply woven into the fabric of society. They can bring people together, inspire dreams, challenge norms, and even drive social change. The societal impact of sports is as significant as its impact on the players. It's not just about the thrill of the game, the glory of victory, or the disappointment of defeat. It's about how sports can change lives and transform societies. As we continue to explore the world of sports through our athletes' stories, we see that sports are a microcosm of society. They reflect our values, our struggles, our triumphs, and our dreams. They are a powerful tool for uniting people, inspiring individuals, and catalyzing social change. Sports indeed are more than just games. They are a celebration of human potential and a testament to the power of determination, teamwork, and the human spirit. Chapter 9: The Bittersweet End. Every sports journey, like all things in life, eventually comes to an end. It could be a well-planned retirement, an abrupt conclusion due to an injury, or simply the end of an athlete's competitive peak. This chapter delves into these bittersweet endings and the resilience that athletes show in the face of such adversity. Aisha's running career came to a sudden halt when she suffered a severe ankle injury. She was at the peak of her career, with dreams of the Olympics within her grasp, when this unexpected incident shattered her plans. However, Aisha was not one to surrender easily. After a period of struggle and despair, she found a new passion: coaching. She turned her setback into an opportunity to guide young runners, helping them avoid the mistakes she made and providing them the mentorship she wished she'd had. In Canada, Liam's decision to retire from hockey was a well-considered one. He had had an incredible career, filled with victories, records, and accolades, but he knew that it was time to hang up his skates. He chose to step away while he was still at his peak, leaving behind a legacy for others to follow. Retirement didn't mean the end for Liam. Instead, he transitioned into a sports analyst role, sharing his hockey insights and experiences with millions of fans. Isabelle's volleyball career ended when she decided to prioritize her family. She was still an active player, enjoying her sport, when she made the difficult decision to retire. Although she missed the thrill of the game, Isabelle found joy in her new role as a mother. She also started a volleyball training academy for young girls, ensuring that her passion for the sport lived on. Raj's cricket journey ended not with his retirement, but with his transition from a player to a coach. Raj decided to retire while still relatively young, hoping to contribute to cricket in a different capacity. As a coach, he guided young cricketers, imparting his knowledge and love for the game, ensuring his legacy in cricket continued. The end of a sports career can be a challenging time for athletes. They have to navigate physical and emotional challenges, confront their fears and insecurities, and rediscover their identities outside the sports arena. Yet, our athletes showed incredible resilience and adaptability in the face of these challenges. They demonstrated that the end of a sports career doesn't mean the end of life. It's a transition, an opportunity to explore new avenues, make new contributions, and build a different kind of legacy. As we witness the end of their sports journeys, we realize that the spirit of a true athlete never retires. It evolves, adapts, and continues to inspire in myriad ways. Chapter 10: Beyond the Finish Line. As we reach the end of our narrative, we step back to reflect on the incredible journeys of our athletes. Aisha, the determined runner from Nairobi; Liam, the gifted hockey player from Canada; Isabelle, the trailblazing volleyball player from Brazil; and Raj, the cricket prodigy from India. Each embarked on a unique sports journey, filled with triumphs and challenges, victories and setbacks. They may have reached the finish line of their careers, but their legacies extend far beyond it. In Kenya, Aisha's legacy continues to inspire aspiring athletes. Despite her career-ending injury, she demonstrated that resilience and determination could overcome even the harshest setbacks. Through her coaching, she has inspired a new generation of runners and instilled in them a belief that dreams can become a reality, regardless of one's background or circumstances. In Canada, Liam's influence on hockey is profound. His strategic gameplay and record-breaking saves will be remembered for generations. Even after retiring, his contributions to hockey as a sports analyst continue to educate and inspire fans, players, and future generations. Isabelle, in Brazil, has left a powerful legacy for female athletes. Her journey served as a testament to the fact that gender should not be a barrier in sports. By establishing a training academy for young girls, she continues to foster talent and challenge societal norms. Her career and her actions have had a significant impact on promoting gender equality in sports. In India, Raj's cricket journey has become a source of national pride. His exploits on the field and his dedication off it have inspired countless young cricketers. As a coach, he continues to guide and mentor future cricketers, thus cementing his place in the annals of cricket. As we reflect on the journeys of these athletes, we realize that their legacy is not just about the records they set, the matches they won, or the accolades they received. It's about the lives they've inspired, the barriers they've broken, the change they've catalyzed. Their journeys show us that sports is more than just a physical contest. It's a test of human spirit, resilience, and determination. It has the power to unite people, challenge norms, inspire dreams, and drive social change. As our athletes have shown, the finish line is not the end. It's just a new beginning. Their contributions to sports, their impact on society, and their enduring legacies extend far beyond the finish line. They have truly lived the essence of sports, proving that the spirit of an athlete is indomitable, resilient, and forever inspiring. This is the power and the beauty of sports. This is the story beyond the finish line.